computer. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know where are we right now, but right now, live, we are here in USA, Pennsylvania. Welcome to my Coffee Connect Business Lecture Series, our awesome business presentation to spotlight the members of my Coffee Connect. And I'm happy to introduce to you to them later. But first of all, I would like to share something with you. I received this email today and I'm thinking to share it to you because it really empowers me, and I would love to share this email that I got. Oops. Okay. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. I'm trying to get that thing. Where is it? Hold on. I had it, and let's see. I'm going to do something different today. Instead of tips on how to be a better creator, I'd like to do something that I wish my friends and family would have done more for me during my journey as a creator and entrepreneur. I'd like to simply remind you of just how amazing you are. You are a unique individual with so much potential and so much to offer to the world. You are worthy of love, happiness, and success. You have within you the power to achieve anything and everything you want. You are strong, intelligent, and absolutely capable of building a career that you love. Your thought and words have power. You have the ability to inspire and uplift those around you. You have the resilience to overcome setbacks and come out even stronger. You have the determination to face challenge head-on, even when it's scary. You are a warrior and have the courage and strength to take on anything that comes your way. So go out there and conquer the world, my dear friend. Believe in yourself and your abilities. Go after your dreams with conviction and passion. You are an absolute powerhouse, and you have the power to create a life that is truly extraordinary. And please never forget, you are amazing. This is message from Kong. That's all. Welcome to the world. So if you want a copy for
That's
it,
awesome.
I will email you. So Tony, oh, Tony Novak missed my messages, missed the messages. So welcome, Tony. So, okay. Let me introduce to you the business spotlight for the year 2023 on January 5, 2023, 12 p.m. to 1:30. Please welcome Margarita Amplo.
Hi, nice to see everyone today.
Okay, start the clock now.
Okay, great. So I'll just go right into my presentation. So I wanted the opportunity to share with all of you a little bit about me and my business and my passion, because that email you read, Melissa, was very inspirational, and that's just how I live my life and running my business. So I appreciate that. So thank you very much. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, does everybody see my screen? Perfect. Great. All right. So again, I'm Margarita Amplo with MCA Consulting Services. We help mid-sized organizations, small mid-sized organizations, with their sales and their marketing needs. And it's very important that small businesses have a marketing strategy. And here are some reasons why marketing is very important for small businesses. You need to showcase your brand. Having an effective marketing strategy helps promote your brand image and also values your target audience. And then you definitely want to stay ahead of your competition. You have to have a local marketing plan. It'll enable you to capture leads and customers in your area. If not, your competitors are doing this, so you want to be a step ahead of them. It also, connect with your clients and build relationships. In the past couple of years, during the pandemic, I found this to be very, very true. Once we got back out there and seeing people and networking, you need to do that and build relationships, and helping you with that is a digital marketing strategy, allowing you, to do some social marketing. It's really essential in today's environment, as well as, the future, because, we learned from the pandemic that, there's ways that we can communicate, and technology has given us that. And we need to make sure we utilize that. It's really important as well to educate your customers on why you are, the best from your competition. It's important to differentiate yourself from your competition and, share the benefits of doing business with you. So make sure you point that out. Why are you the perfect fit for them? And showcase that. And then last but not least, tracking analytics and adjusting, to maximize your ROI. Small businesses have more data these days, and they don't know what to do with it. And utilizing the right tools. And later on in this presentation, Sean Latta will be discussing, how you can use your data to help assess your business and use it in different ways as far as your marketing strategy. So Sean will be talking a little bit more about that and how we can utilize his services as well. So a little bit about us. In June of 2017, I decided to launch my own business after being in corporate America for over 20 years. It was important to me to do something different for myself. I just found myself, kind of like, well, what do I do next? And I've been doing different things, leadership roles and so forth. So I decided to take what I learned from working in corporate and giving that back to the small businesses, because the small businesses can't afford sales and marketing departments. That's what we have pretty much, in corporate America. But as you find yourselves, usually the CEO of a small business is wearing multiple hats, and that's where I fit in. And I wanted to share with you our core values: integrity, customer focus. We're very passionate about what we do. I love what I do. I love working with different types of clients in different industries and being able to collaborate with them as well as my partners. And we have a very, very strong work ethic. I've had that, and I believe in that very, very much. Now, MCA does offer a lot of different types of services. So I don't want to bore you with all of them, but I just wanted to highlight them. And then if you do have questions later, feel free to, just raise your hand and I'll be happy to answer them. So we help clients with advertising, demand generation, lead management, as well as social media management, video marketing, and as well as business development, working more strategically with your client base and being able to, capture that audience. We also do account-based marketing. So if there is a, set of like 20 clients that you want to get into, we work very effectively in targeting those clients for you and finding ways to channel different types of marketing strategies within that organization. We also offer sales support. A lot of the times, you don't have the of accessibility of having, you know, all the salespeople on your team. So we could also provide that. We love doing events. So event planning is something that we love to do as well as fundraising. And we also offer executive search consulting on the HR side. And business development AI, this one really came in fruition during the pandemic. Being able to use AI technology and utilizing that with, you know, LinkedIn lead generation, email, telesales, display ads, geofencing ads, and so forth, pre-roll videos as well. And this service actually allows you to have a customized dashboard, so you could be able to slice and dice the information and then, you know, make sense of it. Now we have many partnerships, like through the pandemic, we've joined with many different partners, being able to provide our clients with everything they need. As a business, as you're growing, you know, if I can't do it myself, I have partners that can help me. Zondra TV, if you're interested in any type of streaming services, being able to stream advertising on the streaming channels, that's what everybody's watching. Before we started this call today, we were talking about you know, a couple of shows that are on streaming. So that's definitely something that you could look into and invest, and it's very affordable for small businesses as opposed to advertising on the local you know, cable channels. Rip Roaring Productions, we do video marketing, and I also have a series called Business Talk with Mark, and I invite different types of companies on to share what they do and how they can help small businesses. So we do video as well, and that's very important these days. You know, video's the hot topic. So definitely have a video strategy within your organization. And then also, you know, of course, I have my partnership with My Coffee Connect and NetWalk. Been working with Melissa and her team and helping them with their social media management and getting recognition out there. And then this logo here is Insperity. They are an HR partner. If you're familiar with the name, they specialize in small businesses. So working with them and offering their services as well. And of course, last but not least, Field One Post, which does SEO and other different types of services that, you know, can help my clients out. So just wanted to be sure that you were aware of the different types of partnerships that we have. So, you know, just talking to me and learning a little bit about you, I could definitely refer you to different people in the market. And here are some client quotes of people that have worked with us in the past. And I could definitely share this deck with everyone. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and send it over to you. And here's some more client quotes as well. And I wanted to share a use case with you, a couple of use cases. Again, I mentioned that My Coffee Connect, we're partnered with them, and we do a lot of their social media posts. So this I highlighted here, you know, it went up 126%. So their page views are really getting noticed, you know, with the content that we're creating for them. And then here's another use case on an email campaign that I have worked on for a client. Looks like they have over, you know, 600 recipients receiving the emails, and about, you know, 53% of them, 54% of them open them. So that's pretty good rate. And then the clicks as well, 68 clicks. That's pretty amazing. So we've been doing a lot of content writing and working with clients on that as well. We enjoy doing that. These are the specific email blasts. So that's just a couple of things we've done. I mean, we do, like I said, we have a large amount of different types of services that we provide. So if there's anything more particular that you want to talk about, I'd be happy to do that. And here's a, a list of the clients that we've worked with. And here's my contact information. So if you are interested in learning more about MCA consulting and just want to talk about, your strategy for marketing and how we might be able to help, I'd be happy to coordinate a call with you and discuss things further. Thanks, Melissa. You're on mute.
It's awesome, Margarita. Thank you for sharing your company and sharing on how you can help the small businesses. So it's time for a 5-minute question and answer for Margarita. So do you have any questions for Margarita? Brian and Tony, are you here? Do you have any questions? Or Sean, you have any questions? Do you have any questions on what she present?
Margaret, are you familiar with any of the, you had mentioned some about AI. Are you familiar with like the some of the programs that are out there, like the Chat GPT to help, I guess, as writing prompts, or if you will, for social media posts or blog posts, stuff like that? Do you utilize them, or have you utilized or used them, or are you even aware of them?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different types of tools out there. We are using tools from one of our partners, Field One Post, and there's a lot of AI tools that we're using with them, and they've been working very well for us. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say is how they're working for you.
Yeah. We've been getting a lot of traction, and we're constantly looking at the analytics there. And seeing, how it's working out, what we need to adjust, and so forth.
And someone asking me that MCA Services is not here today, but I will give him the records. He is asking if can you control the comments before the comments in their page before the comments is posted? Can you help them?
So on Facebook, is that what you're referring to? Yeah. So if so there is a setting that you could put that you could actually review the comments and then accept it if if you're okay with the comments. Yeah.
That is good to know. Any questions?
Yes.
Tony, you have questions?
Yeah, I do. Hi, Margaret. Thank you for that. So can I ask you a generic question, I guess, but something that's affecting me and others that I see. So like in my field of financial advising, when I propose something, when I say, well, this new great thing, this new idea, this new company, this new marketer, I really think they're great. Let's, I think you should try it. The immediate next step is I need to propose how they can integrate that with their existing systems, their existing people, their existing contracts, and the budget. There's no there's no $5,000 just sitting around in an account waiting for the next great idea to come up. But almost constantly, literally on a daily basis, I think I assume all of us get hit with marketing opportunities, different ideas, different contexts, great people, phenomenal firms with impressive track records. And I would love to get involved with more of them. I just don't know how to integrate that with the existing firms. And the other thing is they want to get paid up front and look for cash flow later. And I just I can't propose that. I can't say, well, borrow $5,000, $10,000 from this market, hope that it pays off and you can pay it back the bank. That doesn't work. So I don't know. It's totally different than my field. And I know that's a long question, but that's something I'm really struggling with.
Well, yeah. So at MCA Consulting, we bill on a monthly basis. So it's not that I'm not going to ask you for an upfront cost and say, okay, I'm going to do all of this. Again, it depends on the project. I mean, we work with clients that we just do, social media management, and that'll be a monthly fee. And then we have clients that we do everything for, and that's a little bit larger of a monthly fee. But I personally, like, we don't charge an upfront cost. If that's what your question was.
Yeah. Like yesterday afternoon, I was asked, I said, if I could allocate $2,000 per month over a 3-month basis, a fellow that I feel highly confident in and trust and all that said, yeah, Google, a Google program he's working with, he felt highly confident that that would be profitable. And I said, fine, love to have you try it. Where are you going to get the $6,000? So it's not coming out of my account. It's not there. So and that leaves it dead in the water. So, and I think that's the same for all my clients. They don't have any cash sitting around I do a lot of contractors. So they don't have like a cash budget. They could plan for it, like maybe like a long time in advance, but that's not reality. That's not how it works. So they just don't have that money for brand. They don't budget it for branding and something. And unless I can point to say, okay, we're going to bring in this new client or this new source of cash or this new account, and that's going to be designated. Unless I can do that in advance, I don't have a chance of starting a new marketing program to help them grow. And that's I don't know, it's an ongoing nag in my world.
Well, as far as marketing is concerned, an organization does need to set aside some type of budget. And I know that, some companies are really small starting out and they don't really have a budget. And then you have those mid-sized companies that do. It's important. And when I talk to clients and I have my first call with them, the discovery call, I talk to them about like what they're currently doing now in marketing, where they want to be, where they want to focus on, what they're doing now, if it's working or if it's not working. And then I give them options. And then of course I ask them the question, well, what is your budget? So if you have a $500 budget, based on what you're telling me, what you want to do, what your goals are, we could start and do XYZ at first and start you off there and then go from there. Then I remind them it's not going to happen overnight, especially social media. Social media is not going to happen overnight. You're not going to see your ROI very quickly, but you need to stay present. You need to stay in front of your competitors. Otherwise, you're going to get lost. So you have to do something, even if it's just $500 a month, you have to do something. You just cannot not do anything. Even, for instance, video, if that's something that you're interested in, you could do a video with us. And that video can be used many, many different times. And, you could repurpose it, put it on your website, use it for social posts, send it out to clients as a little intro to yourself. There's many different ways. So I like to approach my clients and potential clients by having that discussion with them, that discovery call, as I call it, and learn about them and their company and where they want to go, and where, how big they want to grow. I mean, some people even say, I want to grow a little bit, but I don't want to grow too big. Well, this is what you need to get you started. And this is where you have to have that social presence out there. You have to have your brand recognition, and you got to get out there. So, it's a couple $1,000s is not good for everybody every month. Yeah. So it's up to, the client and the budget. So I'm open to talking to anyone and helping them out and just guiding them the right way. You're on mute, Melissa. Yeah.
Yeah, thank-
Okay, thank you so much, Margarita, and you can
Sure.
unshare, and then we can start. Thank you for your awesome lecture about what you do. And this is what My Coffee Connect do, like for you to understand the member is, so they can present their business on how they can help you. And the second business spotlight is Mr. Sean Lada. He's doing the nuclei data. We're going to help us for data analytics. And I am so excited for him to help me for the members to do the data analytics. I cannot wait to give them after the year. How did they join? How many connections do they have? What collaboration did they do? Something like that. This is awesome. Great addition for My Coffee Connect services. So Sean, it's your turn.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me. Really excited to be here. I will get right into it. Piggybacking off of what Margarita was speaking upon, we're just going to go into how data analytics can help grow your business and through your market strategy. Get this started. Oops.
Yeah, before
Share my
anything else,
screen.
tell us something about yourself first before you do anything about what you do, like what you do, something like that. So let them know
like
you.
personally or professionally? Yeah, so personally, I'm a pretty simple guy. Just got married. Enjoy
Yes.
sports, hanging out with family and friends. Typical stuff, guys my age like to do. Just pretty easygoing kind of guy. Yeah, and so a lot of my time spent working. So yeah, love working on data analytics for people. Love helping people's businesses grow. Love helping them just get a greater understanding of anything that they would like to look into. So
Okay.
we'll get started here. I'll share my screen. All right, so let's see here. Where's my button? There it is. All right, so how can data analytics help grow your business, specifically speaking on market strategy? So really quick, just what we're going to cover today. So how data analytics can help grow your business, how data analytics can allow for more time in your business, how data analytics can help you be more proactive and less reactive in your decision-making process, the benefit of data analytics, what we call the data journey, and what do you need, why do you need the benefit, and when do you need the benefit of data analytics. So how data analytics can help grow your business. Planning for expansion, as Margarita spoke upon, market activity, really track where your market metrics are going and how your business is doing on your market strategy side of things. Merger and acquisition, if you're looking to acquire businesses or if you're looking to sell your business. Identifying the ideal customer. Margarita is the expert in that. We just kind of piggyback off of the collected information that she works with for further analysis. Optimization of customer engagement, like Margarita was speaking on a little bit. What channels are being successful? What areas should you focus more of your marketing dollars towards? Maybe what can we get away from? Eliminating budget waste. So that there's in every business, there's a little, there's areas to be more efficient in terms of where our money is being allocated. Monitoring competition, that's always good to know. Little SWOT analysis on what exactly are your competitors doing in the marketplace and how can we as business owners navigate those waters to find our competitive advantage. Better customer service. When we know our numbers and we see what our customers are buying, what they're not buying, we can offer a better customer service value proposition to increase our revenues. Data will tell you a great deal, only if you know how to analyze it. Like Margarita spoke about earlier, small businesses have more data than they ever have. Data is great, but the analysis is where we find our insights and how we can really scale our business. How can data analytics allow you more time for your business? Business plan objectives around results and trends, allowing to be more effective in achieving goals. So that's what's nice about some of our products and what we offer. It's a live product. You can see exactly where you're at through your day, your week, your month. So it's a live process to where you can track and see exactly where you're at to the minute of your business instead of, the quarterly. It's better if you can stay on top of it in terms of your results. Reporting and communicating results to executive teams, owners, and team members quickly so they can see how those market strategies are doing. We can save people time in terms of, we don't need to call meetings all the time. We could just have this information readily available to whoever needs access to it within the organization. Create visual and accessible content for quick analysis, kind of touched on that already. Automate repeatable tasks. Time is the most important thing to any business owner. Anything we can automate in terms of repeatable tasks will make us more efficient in our business. Quickly identifying opportunities to become more efficient. Most of my clients, as soon as their product's finished, they can quickly find insights on where they can be more efficient within their business. And finally, review historical results. How can data analytics help you be more proactive? Real-time analytics can identify potential issues with equipment. That's something we work on a little bit. Data trends, so we can really forecast our futures, where we need to be going and to change course of business if necessary. Thinking long-term, that's what we all need to be doing, looking down the road so we can steer our businesses more effectively. Identifying risk is a very important one. I think we're all in risk mitigation in terms of our businesses. You want to eliminate as much risk as possible to ensure the success of our businesses. Accurate forecasting, that works well. Give you a real great look into the future of what you can expect in your business. Not to say that it's going to be 100% accurate, but it'll at least give us a direction to steer and make us more confident in our decisions as we move forward. And we can do that in our market strategies too. We can start forecasting, hey, this is where we're going to be in 12 months with our strategies. Maybe we can allocate more funds to our market strategy as we're starting to see our ROIs increase. How can we use data analytics? First and foremost, to create competitive advantage. That's what every business owner strives to do. How can we position ourselves within the market to have an advantage over our competitors? Identify and focus on our best client segment. As Margarita knows, that's very important to where we can make sure we're maximizing our dollar spend in terms of our market budgets. Best return on investment by targeting the right clients, whether that's the demographics, the psychographics, whatever is important to our business and whatever we have discovered to be our target market. Identifying failing strategies like we talked about a little bit earlier. Maybe we don't need to be posting on a certain site, or maybe direct mailers aren't working. Maybe we could just get away from that and focus that money on stuff that actually is working for our businesses. Boost client and employee satisfaction. Spoke upon that a little bit earlier. Who benefits from the analysis of our market strategies and our businesses? Well, first and foremost, us as the business owner. Our sales teams can really drill down on the right channels to start furthering our revenues. Operations, knowing what products need to be generated, what products don't need to be marketing. We spoke on those guys. Finance and accounting, we can start projecting our revenues and our expenses. The list goes on in terms of different departments inside of our businesses that can benefit. How can we benefit? Well, we're going to save time. We're going to save money. We're going to understand our business performance. We're going to understand how our market strategies are working. We can be proactive in the decisions we're making. So how many businesses are actually using data analytics? Less than 50% look at their data at all. So that's where our competitive advantage already begins. If we're one of two that are looking at our information and we can make more targeted, accurate decisions, we're already ahead of the game. So less than 40% of businesses check their data monthly, less than 10% daily, and less than 5% every 6 months. So if we're really making sure that we're monitoring our metrics, our analytics, we're already going to be ahead of our competition. 55% of businesses have dark data. That means that's data collected that's never used. That's where, different companies like ourselves can come in and help you out and start leveraging that data that's being collected that's not being used to the benefit of our business. The average ROA on analytics is 1,300%. So that's a pretty good return on your investment, as far as I'm concerned. So where do we begin? How do we get started, and how do we start leveraging this information? Making sure our data structures are in place and they're properly designed. That's crucial in any business. So anybody that's watching or will watch in the future and is interested in this data analytics, how we structure that data and how it's stored is very important. Analytics won't work if the numbers aren't presented properly, if they're not stored properly and not properly maintained. Gathering better data will save us time. So that's where I would like to stress to anybody that might be watching is making sure that that data is being collected accurately, making sure wherever it's being stored is done properly, will save tremendous amounts of time moving forward. So over 40% of businesses fail to achieve their business objectives due to missing, incomplete, or inaccurate data. So that's where the accuracy comes into play. We need to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make sure our data is being tracked properly and accurately, so we're not a part of that statistic. So what we like to call is the data journey. That's just what we tell our clients. And so the first stage is the collection. I touched on that. Where's the data coming from? What's the quality of our data, and how accurate is our data? Bad data is almost worse than no data at all, because that will start steering our ship in the wrong direction. So if we're tracking our information and it's not accurate, we could be making our decisions based off of bad information. So that's only going to send us farther off the path that we want to be down. So after we get our data collection processes in place, then we move on to the processing portion of the journey. That's the analysis of the data. That's creating the high performance connections and applying sound methods of data examination. So that's where the real meat and potatoes of the situation happens. That's where, our companies will come in and we'll help you out with the analysis to help derive those insights from that information we've collected. All of our products are connected to the data, so there's no work on the end of the client once our solutions are in place. Excuse me. So how do we use our data? It's through the output, and that's through the visualization of it. Visualizing your data is very important, in my opinion. It's much easier to find quick insights from the information than if you just have rows and rows of data. That's where it becomes overwhelming. So I definitely recommend visualizing it in some capacity. And the benefits of data analytics in anyone's business is to help you feel less overwhelmed, because you're going to have confidence knowing where your business stands. Back to the competitive advantage, that's what we all want. We're going to have more time to work on our business, not in our business. As small business owners, it's very easy to become an employee of your own business. Through data analytics, we try to lessen that burden and to make it to where business owners can actually be the CEO, be the president of their companies. Stop wearing all the business hats. As all small business owners know, you get caught wearing every single hat in the business. Through data analytics, we can really stop some of that. And it's always going to be a part of your business. It's always going to be part of your small business life. But we can help mitigate some of that and really help you focus on what's important to the business. A deeper understanding of what's important to us, through those analytics, you can see what are the key drivers of your business. Invest our money more effectively, like we spoke upon earlier. Those marketing budgets, those operation budgets, those every dollar counts. So any way we can leverage our information to make sure our budgets are as effective and accurate as they can be is a tremendous advantage. React quickly to change, be proactive in your business. That's the goal, is to be more proactive and less reactive in our business, so we can expect what's coming and not have to react to change. So, quick conclusion, data analytics can help you grow your business, allow more time to work on your business, and be proactive in your business. Data analytics tools can offer a personalized experience tailored around the end user's data and needs. Just so whatever solution you land on, make sure it's tailored to what you need it to be. Hiring a data consultant can give you all those benefits, And so the entry level data scientist is $95,000. You know, if there's other ways you can get around it, if your business only sees certain aspects of the business that need analytics or need someone to, you know, look into those data and the metrics, you know, maybe, you know, hiring a company like mine or Margarita's can help you out with that. Just so you're not carrying that full burden of that employee in the business. And the industry is only going to double within the next 3 years. So right now we're at about 17 million, and that's only projected to grow up to about 33.3 by 2025. So this industry is rapidly growing, and I think it's going to be an unavoidable portion of people's businesses that are going to need to be visited at some point in the near future. So stop being data rich and information poor. That's a saying we like to use. Data rich, that means you have a bunch of data. That's great. That's awesome. But if you have no information derived from that data, is that data really even that important? Because if we're not using it, we're not using it to grow our business, scale our business. Having that data is great, but if we're not using it, you know, there's opportunities to be had there. So these are just a few examples of what we can do. We track whatever's important to your business. And in this case, this is a dashboard that we're using for our financials. You know, this is one that I like. This one was used in our market strategy for a client, tracking our lead sources, where they're coming from, conversions on their website, time spent. So we can see all these great metrics and we can start making decisions off of those. So in this example, you know, they had in the top three, the Google, the direct traffic, and organic search was 90% of their business. So maybe we can save money by not allocating as much money to, let's say, a Facebook or, you know, a click to call in this situation. Depending on if it's cost beneficial or not, maybe we can eliminate those, save on in the middle portion of our P&L to increase our profit. And that's just a couple quick facts. You know, I won't go through all of them. That's just something we have available. So yeah, that's it. That's the quick rundown of what we got going on. Let's see here. What am I doing here?
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for your awesome presentation and letting us to know more about you and your business. Do you have, now it's time for a question and answer for Sean. Do you have any questions? By the way, Tony, this is recorded. So if somebody is not, we're not available to we can email them. We can post this in Facebook. If you're interested to get the recording, you can email us and we can give you the information. And anyone who would like to have the information that they share, you can email the Margarita and Sean for them to give you the information about what their presentation is. So do you have any questions for Sean?
Sean, can you
I
give an
do.
example of like you mentioned, like bad data is better than worse than no data, I think you had said, if I got that right.
Correct.
When you're working with a business, like how do you know they have data that might be bad, or can you give an example of what bad data might be in, you know, a project maybe that you worked on in the past?
Yeah, so bad data would be maybe inaccuracies. Us being a third party, that's really hard for me to identify. I always like to say all of our clients are the expert in their field. We're the third party that helps them organize it, analyze it, and visualize it. So, you know, that's really something that they're going to catch on, you know, as the business owner. Maybe you can see it. You understand your clients. Maybe, you know, Jane Doe, we had her phone number wrong or something, and you're sending out or an email is wrong, and you're sending out email campaigns and you're not getting any hits on it. So maybe we need to go back and, you know, verify that our data is done properly so we can make sure we're reaching our clients as effectively as possible. Would be just like a small example of that.
Gotcha.
Maybe revenue not being tracked properly, you know, units sold not being tracked properly. Those are all going to affect, you know, the end result of those analytics.
Cool. Thank you.
Of course.
Sean, I have a really basic question, probably embarrassingly simple. Can you say something about the difference between what used to be Google My Business, of which I think I have 9 listings, versus Google Analytics, of which I think I have one of what you call the blind data account. And whether, oh, and now it's Google tied to Google Maps, apparently, not Google My Business. And whether, as a first step, is it worth setting up a Google Analytics for multiple businesses, or are they all tied to one Google account, which appears to be me? Does that make sense?
So yeah, absolutely. So a lot of that's more on the marketing side. Maybe Margarita could answer more of the questions about the Google My Business and the Google Analytics. So we'll pull from the Google Analytics, tracking various different campaigns. But in terms of those specific differences, I'd like to defer to Margarita on that. That seems like it's probably more of her alley of expertise.
Yeah, so as far as the two different areas, Google My Business allows you to, it's important that you constantly update that part of it, because that's how people are going to, how you're going to get higher up in the Google ranking. One of my partners that I'm working with, he is more of an expert on that. So I could definitely, have you chat with him a little bit further and see if you have more of a concern. Is this specifically for your business that we're talking about?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can definitely raise that question to him, but like for my business, what I do is I definitely update Google My Business with, different types of pictures, more content. That way you're always up on the top of the ranking. So when someone's searching you, you're always up on the top. Yeah. So, but if you want me to share some additional
Do you have any
information with
insight
you.
into, like, when there's a Google Analytics account,
Mm-hmm.
it appears to be tied to one website. Do small businesses normally have a different Google Analytics account for each website, or how does that typically work? Or
So do
Google
you have
Analytics-
do you have multiple websites?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more complicated. So you
Yeah.
probably have to have them tied individually. That way you could see individually what each of those companies or websites are doing. Because if it's multiple websites, then how can you track how
Yeah.
one's doing better than the other?
Right.
So yeah, I would definitely let me write your name down. I'll send you my contact information. Actually I could put it in the,
Okay, yeah, I
let
did a
me put it in the
screenshot thing.
chat
Thank
I
right
can
now.
email both of you
Yeah.
on that. I
Yeah.
can email all the information later today.
Okay.
So
And I could I just put my email address in there. So I could definitely
you can have a one-on-one.
yeah, we could do a one-on-one
Thank
talk
you.
a little bit further.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much for this awesome business presentation. So that is now sharing time for the members. So Brian and Tony, what do you think about the business lecture series from My Coffee Connect?
It was great. It was great to hear from both Margarita and Sean and learn a little bit more about each of their businesses, a little bit more detail than, when we have the larger networking events that you do. It's kind of a little shortened timeline that everybody has. So it was, got to hear a little bit more detail from both Margarita and Sean as to what they do and, learn about what they do and how I might be able to refer them or utilize them both in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was about to say. Also, the small forum, Melissa, makes it more comfortable to ask a detailed question about me. Whereas if it was a bigger group, I would feel like I was being selfish,
Yes. Yes. Awesome. So this is really like, we're kind of like starting small, but we're definitely going to get bigger if we are, we are consistent to our meetings and everything. So I am really, really like inviting a lot of people. So probably this week is kind of like still people are still on vacation, coming back from their vacation, and probably next month will be better. We can have more people, and at least, you know, and the good thing is I'm recording this, so you know, you can, after this, you know, my Coffee Connect is still highlight you at the event and still highlighting you after the event. So this is the best way to do it. So yeah, I don't know until when is this recording, because I am still figuring out on what to do with the Zoom. So at least we have this thing, like we are it's recorded. So I'm going to stop the recording now, and we can continue later. So thank you everyone for attending this business lecture series. And if you are watching the record of this, thank you so much for watching the replay. And if you want to get the information of the things that the presenter is presenting, you can email the presenters to get their information, get their you know, and if you want to get more connections with them and have a one-on-one, you can connect with them. Thank you so much, everyone. And
Thank you.
don't go out yet. I will just stop the recording. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone, and see you next time.